Alright guys, so today we're going to be learning about how to paint a face. It's important to remember to paint your hair first, then your neck, and finally your head. You need to make sure that when you're painting your neck and your head that you are adding shading to make these people look more realistic. So at this point you should have your person's head, their neck drawn, and their ears. It's important to make sure that your person has ears even if you're going to paint it over with hair, just in case you're going to have them stick out. So always do that. Remember that your ears start where your eyes are going to be, so in the middle of your head, and then go down to where your nose is going to be. So when you're painting your person, you're going to paint your hair first. You need to decide what your hair is going to look like. If you're a girl, you might just have it close to your head. It might go around your ears, it might go over your ears. But I'm painting really close to my face. Get a little more paint. And really make sure you're being careful with this because this will be seen at the end. If you want to make it look like there's chunks, you make your hair wispy, whatever. For gentlemen, your hair tends to be a little bit spikier. So I do this by just kind of using the edge of the paintbrush, and you need to go down to at least your ears. Sometimes you have some hair that sticks out underneath. Again, these are all to make your person look more realistic. Then between your hair and your neck, you're going to wash out your paintbrush. A good neck color, or a good skin tone. Mix the dark brown with white and a little bit of yellow. Make sure when you're painting this in that you get all of the water out of your paintbrush. Otherwise it's going to do what it just did for me. Right. So I'm going to paint this in. Be very careful with what you're doing because this will show at the very end. Then wash out your paintbrush, and now you're going to go for dark brown. The reason why you're going for dark brown is because your head sits on top of your neck, and your head creates a shadow. Just want to get a little bit of the dark brown, and you're going to blend it. I'm just putting it underneath, and now I'm going to wash out my paintbrush, dry it off really, really well. And while it's still wet, I'm just going to smooth those two colors together. Blending is just a really fancy word for using two colors and mixing them together to make a third color and to show a smooth transition. Alright, so now I'm going to go back to the face. I'm going to get the tan again. That white, brown, and a little bit of yellow. I'm going to really take my time. If you have bangs, wait to paint them. You need to paint them where the shadow of them is going to be as well. Painting the whole color. Notice I'm turning my paper so I can get really close to the edge of my painting. And don't forget to paint your ears. Wash out your paintbrush again. Dry it off really well. If you need a new paper towel that you're sharing with your table, just go get one. And then get the dark brown. On the sides of your face, it's going to be darker. On both sides, because your face is round. And I'm just blending that. Your ears are going to be a little bit darker. And then you're going to put where your eyes are going to be. And you're creating the hollow of your eye. So this would be basically where your brow bone would be, and your eyes are going to go underneath. Then your nose creates a shadow, and under your mouth creates a shadow. In the next video we're going to watch, it's going to be showing how to paint in the facial features. So what you need to do now is wash out your paintbrush, again dry it off really well, and then blend the colors together. Again, fancy word for mixing them together. And there you go. At this point, you'd wait a little while to make sure your face is totally dry, and then you could come back and add your bangs. So again, I'll take that hair color, and maybe my bangs go this way. I'll paint that in. See how if your head's too wet, you'd see the other color coming in underneath it. And then gentlemen, your hair goes on top of your head. So make sure you do that. Sometimes your hair goes down to the side because you have sideburns. If your face is not totally dry before you paint in your bangs, you're probably going to have to do a second coat. It's okay to do 2 coats of the color. It's completely fine. Gentlemen, your hair might be a little bit spiky in the front as well. So this was how to paint your hair, neck, and head. For every time you do painting of a person, this is how I expect you to do it.